What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and I am your Nootropics Information Wizard. Thanks so much for being with us. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com, at livecortex.com/blog, giant blog for Nootropics Information, on Facebook at facebook.com/Cortex Stacks, and my own personal Facebook page is facebook.com/Ryan Michael Ballard. For those of you that saw the giant Reddit thread that was like talking smack on Cortex Labs because we defended ourselves against a bunch of fake reviews, I think we defended ourselves appropriately. And for those of you that are wondering, somebody who never placed an order with us came and reviewed our product. We tried to get him to provide an order number. He couldn't. We knew it was fake and fraudulent. It was either a competitor or somebody that got mad at something I said somewhere on social media. We defended ourselves. Then the guy proceeded to create a bunch of fake accounts to review us. We reported them. Facebook removed a lot of those fake accounts. And then the guy was so psychologically distraught that we proved him wrong on Facebook and made him basically look like a retard, that he took to the Nootropics subreddit and, tried to say, we were bad customer service people because we responded to, slander and defamation from a fake review. So that's what happened yesterday. There is a famous quote that comes to mind, and that is that winners focus on winning and losers fucking focus on winners. So folks that are out there that were talking shit, that are watching this, that are on the Nootropics subreddit, I am quite sure that you work at a barista, department store, Walmart, or something somewhere. You've done nothing with your life. You'll never do anything significant with your life. We are the content creators. You're some asshole with an anonymous commenting, shit posting like a loser. Okay, so 6 powerful products support this broadcast. Here they are. Elite level nootropic products. All right, number 1, the Cortex Nootropic Stack, powerful pre-made stack. I want to run through that quick because I just gave that explanation of what happened yesterday. Powerful pre-made stack, get it at livecortex.com. Very strong nootropic stack. We combine uridine, CDP, choline, and artichoke extract for a synergistic nootropic experience. Coupon code FIVE saves you $5 on Cortex right now. The rest of our stuff will explain at the end of this video. All right, so I just want to do a quick update on an experimentation with Chaga Mushroom and Racetams. We did a video a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, where we talked about Chaga Mushroom, and I think it was Racetam, because that's something I've been experimenting with too, and it's actually pretty cool. But what I found is that, and by the way, Chaga Mushroom is just one of the many, nootropic mushrooms. There's Cordyceps, Chaga, and then you could consider reishi mushroom a nootropic mushroom because it has some effects on modulating neurology. It's been demonstrated to kill candida, to kill a certain strain of yeast, intestinal yeast, which could facilitate brain function and otherwise better functionality in the enteric nervous system, which has a lot to do with brain neurons. And so it is an interesting compound. They're becoming more popular. There's a company called 4 Sigma, I think it's called 4 Sigma, and they put out nootropic mushroom tea. It's like tea bags that have some of these mushrooms in them, and they're interesting. The first time I took Chaga, which is a very stimulating nootropic mushroom, it's like theobromine or something, I was lit up. I mean, Chaga and some caffeine is pretty strong. 300 to 500 milligrams Chaga mushroom, you'll be turned on. It was an interesting experience. So then I started bringing it in and trying to stack it with Racetams. Now I stacked it with Racetam, stacked it with Racetam, stacked it, with phenylparacetam and a few other things. And I want to talk about those eventually. But recently I stacked it with caffeine and Oxiracetam. The first time that so I'm just going to give you my experience. The first time that I did it, my doses were off. The dose is like 300 or 400 milligrams of Chaga, which I stayed at, but my dose on Oxiracetam was just a little high. It was at a gram. So I'm just like, let me just see if I can shoot for a gram and see where I'm at. My caffeine dose was roughly 120 milligrams, basically a big cup of coffee. That first experience, and by the way, I took 300 milligrams of choline bitartrate. I mean, I just do that as a fail-safe these days with higher dose Racetams. The first stack in that quantity made me a little too stimulated. So Oxiracetam typically allows me to focus better, and so focusing on tasks that might not be particularly fun to work on, I have a better time focusing, easier time focusing if I've taken Oxiracetam. But the combination of Chaga and this Racetam and the caffeine with the Oxiracetam being in a gram doses was a little bit too stimulatory for me. So essentially, it was harder for me to focus. So I took the Oxiracetam dose down to 500 milligrams, which is, it's basically, it's a couple hundred milligrams less than what you might consider a regular dose of Oxiracetam, which might be 700, or 800 milligrams. And that was a perfect sweet spot. So not only did I get the focus effect from Oxiracetam, which is what I normally get from it, But I had the caffeine and the chaga mushroom there providing extra stimulation on top of oxiracetam's already stimulatory nature. So it was awesome. It lasted 2-3 hours. I felt really good. I felt good later on in the day. I had some layover effects from it. It was really pretty awesome. I feel like it'd be a good gaming stack. I play a lot of Battlefield 4, multiplayer online, and folks that game, quick reaction speed, you need to be able to react, pretty quickly to shoot a guy who's like 20 meters from you. And like the difference between you getting a relatively good, kill-death ratio and being able to kill guys on that game or other shooter games is your reaction speed, and this stack would be wonderful for that kind of thing. That's my take on it. Chaga mushroom, caffeine, oxiracetam. Your doses are going to vary, but I'd start with something like 300 to 400 milligrams chaga, 500 milligrams oxiracetam, and a subtle dose of caffeine, 100 to 150 milligrams of caffeine. That's my take. Try it out. My experience has been interesting. Hey, coupon code 5 right now, FIVE, gets you $5 off everything at the Cortex Labs website. That's the Cortex stack. It's a strong pre-made stack, powerful stack. If you experiment on your own and combine uridine monophosphate with CDP choline and a very little bit of artichoke extract, a titch around 100 milligrams, the uridine roughly around 150 to 200, and then the CDP choline roughly between 50 and 120 milligrams, you're gonna find an insanely synergistic response. We did that, put it in a stack. It is called Cortex. Get it at livecortex.com. Coupon code 5. Get you $5 off right now. All the rest of our stuff we'll explain here in a second. We've got digital nootropics books that give you many stacks that have taken me 10 years to figure out. They're exceptionally powerful stacks. And the best part is the ingredient quantities already worked out on them, right? And not every stack works for everybody, of course. But we actually tailor these stacks to work for most folks, and they do, because we consult clients on nootropics, and we hear people that get our products, buy our books every day, saying like, we took this stack and it was awesome. Get that stuff at livecortex.com. We'll explain it in detail here in a second. Coupon code 5 saves you $5 right now. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropics stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function, take the Cortex stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then like everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex stack does. Moving right along, the Aniracetam guide there, that is called the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, breaks down 25 powerful Aniracetam stacks, shows you how to use Aniracetam. It's essentially the everything guide to Aniracetam. Long demanded, folks asked us for it. We delivered. It is fully digital, lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the nootropic stacks for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful uridine, modafinil, theacrine, aniracetam, oxiracetam, phenylpiracetam, alcar stacks for business situations, for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the Racetam God Guide. That is a high-level every Racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major Racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that Racetam. There's 8 major nootropic Racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the Noopept Pro Stack List. The Noopept Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying Noopept nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of Noopept stacks that are highly effective, pro-level, specific brain state inducing type of Noopept stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many Racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.